There, hello? Hello. Welcome to 17 June in the year of the 2026. It's Wednesday. Holy fluffernutters. Please pile on in, one and all, to So Not the show that you think you ever wanted, but sometimes it might be the show that I need to do. So please sneak on in. There are seats up in the nosebleeds for the most amazing workers and lurkers, because if a program is not good enough and entertaining enough to put on in the background, why even put on a show? We're here for you guys and gals. And there are plenty of seats up in the first row for the most amazing chat that the internet has to offer. Oh, so many great chatters, so many long-time, multi-year folks who show up in chat. You guys, dark hearts to you all. But I should introduce myself. Welcome. You are at the one, the only Phoenix Lecture Circus, because you know what? I'm so vain. I probably think this show is about me. I do. I show up and offend your ear holes 3 times a week. Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Because, I can turn on the camera and show up. Alright, but yeah, I'm Phoenix Electra. This is my circus. We do circus things. We play with balls. We have a cat. There's cats acts. There's concessions. There's a little of this. There is a little of that. I got myself on the big screen. Oh, there you are. I thought camera 2 wasn't doing anything, but it's just me. Let's check if chat works. You guys are so chatty today. Well, no, Oh, and the irritation heard around the world. Did I not just chat? Yeah, there we go. We have YouTube chat. Is this going to be one of those days, because either the 3 alien space cats with the solar storm are being funny, or Rumble Studio Rumble Chat is kerfluffled. Good job. Thanks guys. Thanks. I'm using your studio. Just let us know when things are gonna shit the bed. Alright, I guess that was too much to ask for. Sorry, Rumble Chat. Maybe it was just me that I don't see things. Don't look at my fat neck. Boys, do you want to say hello? So, as you may... Well, I don't know what people gather from my thumbnails. I started putting words in again instead of just random pictures. But, alright. I got a thing. I practiced a thing. Theoretically, there should be another thing on the way at some point. But we'll get there when we get there. And who didn't need to go to the thrift store passed by once, but the second time decided to procure a piece of fabric that felt really expensive for $5.50. It's too much, but did I cut a new pair of pants and a top out of said fabric just literally before the show was getting started? Yes. But what do we have here? Since we're going to single-handedly revive the craft and art that is machine-made needle embroidery on mesh, and I'm not willing to spend money on the crappy filet embroidery mesh that exists when I can find... I haven't looked for it in a while. I procured or ordered, and it's not here yet, should be soon, a fine needle making net shuttle lace, whatever the tool is called. But I thought since I'm going to be learning a new skill, let's try a slightly larger version. And I have in front of me a few days worth of practicing here. Where's the top? Because there is a top. Well, regardless. Somebody's gonna get you. I'm catching you all in my net today. I practice net making. Oh, the berry is like a bag of dicks. Is that just for everybody? Oh. Wow. Okay, I can't. So, net. Made the traditional net making way. Not with this tool. This one came because we are still in the hole that is trims and Passman. Oh, you little fluffer. Balsa wood tool and a frickin' cat who chews on stuff. I haven't even had a chance to use this one yet. But I had used regular little yarn bobbins to wrap the butcher's twine that I used for this iteration. Here I have the weaving batting tool, whatever it is, shuttle, and I wound that up with some of the black nylon. So should we tie a knot and we try? See if I remember how to do this, since the show is such Phoenix. It's okay, there's solar storms. I had a funny day. I don't know about anybody else, but it has been a day, though I guess every day is a day. First step, you're supposed to loop onto something sturdy. I'm going to use my sewing machine thingy-majiggy here because I'm pretty sure it's not going to go anywhere. I next need, where's that little ruler I had? I had a tool I was pulled to use. For fluffer butters. Hold on. Where? I'm just gonna use this tool, bigger than I need, but it will suffice. Oh, you can't. Okay. This camera too does not see what I'm doing. Oh. I'm going to wrap the cord in front of the ruler that I'm holding as my gauge. I'm then going to slide it up through the loop that I made, just a standard overhand knot, and then going to pull taut but not too taut, and hold in a little bit. You'll be able to see what I'm doing. So I have 3 loops over the I have 3 loops wound over. I'm going to take the shuttle and slide it to encapsulate the farthest to the right 2 loops. And I'm going to slide the shuttle through. This might not work. I fluffed up already. Alright, fluff this. Can't hit. No, we can do this. I just wanted to be able to show you what I'm doing, and I'm getting... Let's do some sewing. We'll get back to this. I am a little annoyed. Look at this frick. This used to have a nice little tip that's right here in my fingers, but some fluff face little man, I'm looking at you, nipped the tip of my tool. so thoughtfully. You could also just make decorative things. We might get there. Do you want to see the fabric I bought? Do you want to see what I... Alright, let me go grab that instead. Straight lines. We can handle this. Okay. Let's sew. Actually, does Rumble chat work yet? Welcome to the chat. Works on. Took like funkin' and a day for it to show up on YouTube. But I procured for what I feel like was too much money, which is why I was glad I didn't grab all the things that I saw the first day, which unfortunately meant me missing out on some lavender and white gingham, but c'est la vie. Chat is half broken, maybe fully broken, but here I have some cottony, spandexy, orangey, burnt orange, rust colored with some little flowers on it, and I cut myself an all-in-one sleeve shirt. We're going to have to do some decorating on the back because I proceeded to think that the neck hole wasn't big enough and then made it too big. But I do have here a pair of pants and a shirt. Here's the shirt with the too long neck hole. This I have folded this way so I remember where it is. I should tackle that first. Forget. Just gonna put a French seam in and then do some bias binding trim. That will work. Is that? Or, you know what, there's going to be lots of trim. Let's just stitch it up, seams on the outside so that we can do some decorative bias binding as our seam finish on the exterior, because why have all the pretty parts of your finished seams and garments on the inside? And now chat is broken in, does it work from here? Oh, you have me so confused. Oh, that's so funny. Huh. Oh, there it shows. Oh, you are absolutely ridiculous. Is it? Oh, okay. Never mind. Chat shows up in the Rumble, but it doesn't show up for me in studio. Okay, I'll just keep... I'll just move my screens around so that I can see. Alright. Okay. So I'm just gonna do an all-in-one. I thought for a half a second of putting a gusset in the arm just to be fancy. I don't think so. Let's just start at one arm. I'm gonna stitch, probably stitch all the lines twice just because I foresee this going through the wash and being worn hard. Because it feels really, it just feels like nice comfy summer fabric. But because I've made it long sleeve, I think if we finish it nicely, it'll be nice enough that I can get away with wearing it to the day job. I'm going to loosen the tension a little bit more, just like we do when we are shirring. Oh, now oh, I paused myself. That's my, oh, Jesus Christ. Deep breaths, boys and girls. If nothing else, we have our breath, we have our tenacity. I don't really like that tension there. Alright, let's love round. What's everybody working on? Looks like we're having a slow day, but that's okay. We're not. I show up, turn on the camera, and make something for myself. So, at least okay. I benefit from this experience. I was gonna be fancy, and I did keep myself stewed and irritated thinking about that Nicole Rudolph video. And you know what I heard today on the Colonel's Corner with the one, the only Colonel Roxanne Watkins? Yes. Of the many, and that I'm learning, increasing number of secondary schools, secondary institutions, who, oh God, I'll get back to that. Let me finish this one thought, and then we'll get back to that other. I don't understand use of language. Universities associated with the CIA. Guess which one came up? Yup. I heard from the horse's mouth, alum, and this is going back quite some time, the University of Indiana. Indiana University. That one in Bloomington. The one that allegedly maybe is still on the adjunct faculty. Yeah. Her. About that video, especially because I caught with the YouTube player on the phone, it'll give you a little bit of a clip as you're scrolling through to kind of decide which swap is going to be marginally least offensive. And she decided to make that video about the downfall that is the nuclear family in response to the group, I think they're in, the group that is wanting, making the straight pride nuclear family pride for June instead. You're like, no. So, yeah, I just, I learned some time ago too that it's not generally recommended to place one's thoughts and great stuff into drug addicts. Fried cocaine addict spurns an entire discipline of pharmacology in psychiatry. Started psychiatry. Yeah, so, something feels a little funny about that. Maybe it's just me. What do I know? I'm just one tiny little circus clown at my own little circus show. So I surmise my conspiracy that this individual is Rudolph, whatever whoever they are. I don't know if they were always, but I would not be surprised if they are being currently handled, whether knowingly or being used as an unwitting, useful tool. Not sure. I don't think it really matters. But can you just go back to like sewing and making shoes videos? Please. Please. pretty please. I don't want to hear about your socialist scribble. I'm not interested. I know, I hear you, Phoenix. We're not interested in hearing you talk either, so, alright. I get it, I can't have it both ways. She's allowed to talk. I don't have to listen to it. I don't think I can suffer through a video of hers until she gets back to something that I actually find some value in. I don't want to listen to her diatribe of the demise of the nuclear family. When you know that has been on the chopping block because big government is their cult and their family. So these words don't, they just are. I have a cute shirt in a couple minutes here. Oh, maybe I can reach into the tub and you can see if I got, what color trim we're going to use. Trim, 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 trim. I make a shirt, you will control. So I'm glad I poked my, actually I'm glad about that too. Yeah, Instagram is no longer after like 10 posts being like, you spend too much time here. Are you sure you want to keep scrolling? Shut up. I'm an adult. You don't need Big Daddy government to parent our children. And we don't need all of this shenanigans in the name of safety for the children for an excuse for parents not parenting. You have one job, parent your children. But I cut the neck hole too large and it's a little swoopy. Well, I thought it would be fun to torture myself and make some little ties and do some lace up thingy-majiggy on the back. Just as a little decorative detail, but also to make it not so like it's gonna fall off my shoulders and that I accidentally cut the neck hole too big. So figuring out how to make it a design feature and to try something that I've wanted to do but have not. So I created the opportunity. So we'll go with, oh, just drive in the right direction, kids. Yeah, so that's what I think about that. Disappointed, no. Surprised, no. Is it validated? 100% not. I just, from the things that I've seen and heard and am learning and continue to learn, that's just my speculation. The part that makes me hysterical, though, is these folks who are like, we hate capitalism, we hate all this stuff, but we're going to spend or be paid to go and market some Hobbit festival in the woods and spend money, or pretend that we're in this, like, beautiful socialist utopia collective. Go fluff off. There's not... Well, actually, that's the perfect... Welcome to socialism. You pay to participate. Oh, but it's back to the words secondary, post-secondary education. I heard somebody just use that to apply to like summer school or extra school after their kid graduated from high school, and that's not what that phrase means to me. In my head, I thought post-secondary education meant like a university degree. Because like secondary school, like that's... Yeah, alright, but that is, again, not any sewing done because I don't have any bobbin thread. What a day, the cats are getting hot, that's what I see. So hot. Did get most of the bobbins wound back up again. Oh, silly, the bobbins I ordered, should have just, oh, doesn't matter. Oh, the modern versions of the attempted bobbins for the Singer 27 that are commercially and readily available don't work in the bobbin winder because the little pin spindle part that holds the bobbin into the mechanism is too short, and the bobbin tries to continually pop out again. So that's great. Oh, stomach. Late breakfast. Late. Oh, I wait till lunch, but yes, it will be when I get there because I haven't had it yet, and it's 3:30. Let me do some stitching for a couple minutes. We'll see if anybody shows up. I've got some more ditching in me. Oh, don't you worry, boys and girls. We're not finished. But yeah, I couldn't believe it when Colonel Watkins was like, Indiana University, how dare you be involved in, and not even was it just like the operation stuff, but I think her words were some of the most nefarious dealings for Indiana University. Like, huh. Ha ha ha. Speaking of other well-known co-opted universities, though, so Oregon has the Oregon Health Authority, the OHA, and a number of years ago, they were in need of a new director. So, what do Dems do what Dem do's, and decided that I can't think of her name and I'm not really interested. What's her face? Formerly from the Biden administration, to be in charge of the Oregon Health Authority. One would think that managing the state's Medicaid and healthcare policies for an entire state should be a full-time job, right? Yup. But, no, not long after her appointment, she thought that it was also important that she continue her propaganda messaging and has an adjunct teaching position at Stanford. Yeah. And I think still does. I haven't checked recently, but yeah, that was the hoopla. They were like, is this, you mean we're not enough for you? She's like, no, I'd like to keep teaching and I just can't teach in the States, so I've got to go somewhere else. Just, you know, conflict of interest. What about teaching universities? Regardless, where was I? Oh, and then this lady, I guess, manages to stay and want to keep her pregnancy, so that's good for something. But recently had a baby, and then posted an op-ed, whatever, in the New York Times. New York Post. Dove's not here to correct me. One of the New York, I think it was the New York Times, who was quite livid when she was doing this. An article about how she had so much care and attention during her pregnancy, but once the baby was born, she felt medically neglected. I was like, what? You don't even use state health insurance. You probably got some cushy bullshit stuff. And what? No. I don't believe you. Do I think that that's a problem for certain folks? Yes. I'm just highly skeptical that it was you. Let's look at how cute this shirt. Should I try it on and we can see how horribly I cut the neck? You said yes. You were correct. Let me do this. Let's... Oh. Let me just step to this side because I've got a shirt on under this shirt, but I don't want to change on camera. So I'm going to talk loudly while I do a quick wardrobe change. If I stand right here, you can hear me, but you can't see me. cut these sleeves a little bit shorter, but maybe, actually no. Oh, look at me, I'm so cute. Ah. Yeah, there's just a little bit, so I think I'm just gonna do some crisscrossy little strips in the back to just tighten it up where I cut the neckline a little bit too much, but yeah. Alright, now that I know I'm not going to sew up the wrong pieces, let me step to this my wardrobe station, switch my garments around, and let's tackle the pants, because that's what I think I'm going to do next. Hey, handsome, are you going to steal my seat? Are you going to steal the seat? Go on. Go sit in your chair. Go sit in my chair. No? I am so irritated, I think, to wear red silk for today. So here we are. But there's our new shirt. I got a pair of trousers. Right here. And get them tortured. Yeah, because I got the cutting prepared. I did not prepare to pulling the trims and the findings for the show, so I don't feel like I'm disruptive to drag that tub over. So here are the pants. They are cut on the fold, so I only have to do one seam. I'm going to gather the bottom into a little cuff section, and we're going to have a waistband, which is here. And I should have two more of those. One, two. Two sewn together will be the waist. One each folded in half will be the ankle cuff section, because are they a tad short? Yes, so I was like, well, we've got more fabric, we'll just make it work. In the words of Jim Gunn. So, let us begin. Let's just sew the top waistband section first. That's going to be the section I'm going to need for a little while, but if it's done now, then it will be done. So French seam, wrong sides together. I'm hungry. I need to breathe. 3 alien space cats, please take us as your entertainment. Please. Please don't eviscerate us. What are you doing, Pooper Dooper? You're too hot to come keep me company? You're like, lady, just open up the snack sack. We need concessions right now. Right now. Oh, I guess I could have folded over and top stitched those seams. Oh, I'll get back to that. Being so ambitious. Oh, I think I can get this whole thing and wear this tomorrow. Maybe, but not. No, don't sell yourself short. You got a whole show. Alright, so I'm just gonna finish this. I thought I'd decrease this tension a fair amount because this fabric has got this is ridged for my pleasure. And the way it was going through the feed dogs, it wanted to catch and pull, partly because it's a 4-way stretch. I'm just going to open it up. Good finger press, mash the seam nice and flat. We're going to stitch it again. Very careful, mostly to feel with our fingers to ensure that we're not sewing over the fabric. Phoenix, that makes no sense. To make sure that the entire raw edge is encapsulated. That is the words I'm going to use. This is definitely a fabric. If I was ironing it, I would just heat the iron up and literally press. I think pulling on this fabric would completely misshapen it. So I'm not going to do that. I could cut the top out, realized it was way too big. So I kind of was thinking of like a quasi bodycon, but then I'm like, yeah, I can't, shouldn't bring that to the office. Could, but try to. We're super crazy, but you've seen some of the stuff we make. It's really kind of modest. It's not, it's flashy, but not overly showy with the bits and bobs. That's not for the day job. It's for you guys at the circus. Oh yeah, they also had this at the thrift store. Is it this big, like, I can't even know what it was, but everything is like $5.50. It's like, no, too much. I am keeping an eye on because I did see this Color Fast fabric pastels. And I was like, huh, color me intrigued. One French seam and the moment of truth. Huzzah! None of the edges peeking through the seam. Just some threads showing too, so we're just gonna get you out of here. There is that. So when I get the pants done, I'm gonna fold it over and stitch, and then do this, and then do that. But here, the exact same pieces that I'm going to use for the pant cuff. Which is going to go, actually I think the pants are going to be done. Shirt. I think I'm going to do French seams on the two pant legs. I got a pin dish. Pins everywhere, just not one to hand. Dinosaurs. How many pins did I put in there? Put this around my neck so I remember. And there. Bottom of the pant leg. I am from here going to take the cuff. We're going to do right sides together. So I'm going to put a pin in the end. Oh, we can. It's been a while since we've done Phoenix's magic, no math, no ruler pleating. I take the shorter end, the shorter piece, and pin it to each end of the longer piece. In this case, the pant cuff. In some cases, it's something stupidly long, and this step, very important, but man, is it a painful challenge. From here, I'm going to fold and pinch the very center of the shorter section, and I'm going to pre-place a pin so I generally remember where that section is. Nobody's really looking at my ankles, I think, to see if my pant cuff pleats are perfectly proportioned and even. So now I have in my right hand the center of the pant leg. And if you recall, we have the center of the cuff. So I'm going to line those two sections up, take out the pin while I pinch the two pieces together, and there we are. From here, I'm just going to eyeball some gathers. So I'm going to use my middle finger, fold the pant leg around it about 1 knuckles worth, and then fold that back over. Huzzah! A pleat has been created. The birth of a pleat. And I'm going to pin. I'm going to move it around about that much. Rinse. repeat the whole way around the bottom of the pant leg and cuff. This is a place where you've been to the Phoenix does not teach you how to do anything. I just am not afraid to fail at doing random shit on the internet. Where was I going? Oh yeah, I don't know. That's it. We just try stuff. I like this way. It's easy. There's different schools now about if I'm going to have the pleats going. I'm just gonna all do them in the same direction. Again, Phoenix, no one is really looking at the cuffs of my ankles. They're not that important. Hi, for some reason I thought 4th of July was like on a Thursday, but it's gonna be interesting with it being on a Saturday. I do know, there's been a lot, we've known that things are funny. The funny is ramping up, but as the water in the pot starts to boil, it gets hotter, because that's how water boils. And, yeah, might as well. Oh, beat up the microphone with, so I didn't hold it up, but here's one pant leg. This is the right leg. It doesn't matter, they're cut on the fold, they're exactly the same. Where did I throw that other cuff to? There you are. Just cuff it and stuff it. So I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other pant leg, the other cuff. And from once I get, alright, first we're going to do this row of stitching. Once this is done, I'm going to fold under the cuff and stitch it closed around the edge. Is there going to still be a raw edge on the inside? Yes, I will stitch over it twice and it's going to be fine. It will be fine. So now I'm going to find the halves of each piece again. I just find it's just easier to manage the shorter piece that you're pleating into, because it's just shorter. And you could do the same thing if you're doing a gathered skirt and are like funny and like want your pleats to be like more organized wherever you, or in a skirt and you're pleating in a waistband would be another spot where one might be inclined to use this technique in lieu of a dart or just a seam or anything else for that matter. Oh, hey Grumpy. There's something else. I started to make a list. Those are the I haven't dug any deeper, but I don't recall seeing any more about a possible cause of that fire in Tracy at the warehouse, other than there was all these issues that should have been fixed. Well, too late now. I can't remember. What else, Phoenix? What was there? Something was just on the tip of my tongue. That's good. I generally had 3 pleats aside. Each pant and leg. Good. Alright, let the next round of stitches commence. pant leg. I put you behind me, so if I ask, where did I put that pant leg? There you are. I'm just going to really quickly move the side that all of the pins are on, because it's much easier for my brain and neatness to sew with the pleats on the top rather than underneath. And I have the pins placed in the opposite direction orientation. So let's just take a quick second here. As you folks recall, Phoenix either puts all of the pins or we put no pins, but when I'm particular enough to place pins, it's because I really feel like I need to do it. I'll let you know if you can be brazen. You could, but even I choose to pin this portion. Alright, here we go. Beautiful little pleats. Okay, who's touching me here? Please don't do that. But I was super excited. It took me, I looked at the book, I almost had the knots figured out for the netting, and then I also consulted some videos that ironically didn't have any talking. They just had the hands doing it slowly, and I was able to figure it out. I noticed there's some like fancier techniques, but I'm just going with simple for right now. Because A, that's all I need, and B, don't necessarily need it when we get to the fancy art mesh iteration. The stitching is going to be the part that should draw the attention. The mesh is just a mesh, but we can make it pretty because I keep tossing around, bouncing around, popping around the ideas for what will be my Bengali dance belt, because I want one. I've wanted one for a really long time, and I got tools, and I think I finally sussed out a plan that I actually feel like following through with. I've come up with many other plans. It's just, how many cameras are not working? Are all my cameras not working? Why is my computer beta good fix right now? Why are you? Are we back in action? I'm still working over here. Okay. Alright. That's kind of... Okay, I'm just gonna pretend that you guys can see and everything is just fine. So here I have the pant leg with the attached cuff that right now is super long. I'm going to fold it in half and use it to cover up where I have the pleats placed on the inside. Wow, my things are... Hey, alien space cats, can you wheels a little bit faster? You guys are letting me down. Or are you just co-opting and enjoying the entire show? But even like it's my whole computer, because OBS is trying to like be slow. Why? I feel like I need my... Do I need to get my computer a ice bath? Okay. distracted trying this for ads. Oh! Well... Oh, this is a bag of dicks. Come on, I just... Oh, for fuck's sake. Do I... Okay, it looks like my camera... I tried to close out my virtual camera, so that was helpful. But what I was trying to do... I was gonna try to do something, but I'm not. Hey, Rumble, you guys, if you don't mind, could you just, like, drop me a single thing in the chat section so I know if you guys can chat over there? Had tried to do. Let's see here. What I was gonna do was try to open up that window so I could see if chat works. Or, give me a second. Let me take 2 steps. Oh! Don't do that. Okay. Let me... Oh, you are... Wow. What? Hey, camera, go! I said... show, but I don't have that move. Oh. Okay. That was funny, because I just tried to open up the Rumble app on my phone. Oh, camera 2! Are you shitting the note too? What the... Okay, so chat does work in Rumble. Alright, why are you pooping the bed now? I give up. Okay, so chat works there. Brilliant. I'm gonna... Oh, and I'm back! Like magic. Oh, you can't... What? Okay. When we got nothing else, we cackle. We've been reduced to cackling. I don't even know. Dove's not even here to complain if my audio is good. I'm gonna finish these pants, damn it. No matter how sucky the rest of the show is, so you are so stuck with me. I at least want to wear these pants tomorrow. And I'm just stitching up along the other side. Well, everybody for like really not as shitty at your ends, or you're way too polite. You are like watching a little shit. Well, I don't know what it is, but on this weekend we will be getting back to the Mummers. Gotta get that shit finished because it needs to be done, and then I will show knitting, because I not learned how to do something where you learn how to catch fish, catch birds, catch butterflies. Oh, this is so bad. I can't. I'm gonna sit with myself and finish pants. I'm gonna let you all go because I can't stand the way I look, and everything is grouchy and terrible, and you guys deserve better. So, thanks for putting up with this shit show of an hour and some, not even an hour. Alright, don't make that funny sound, Phoenix. You guys have been great. I'll be back on Saturday. Fingers crossed that all that is plaguing the infowebs sorts itself out, because I can't stand this frame rate and everything. So, while I'm frozen, thanks everybody. I'd say that the replay is not the disaster, but I do need to remember to learn from the Phoenix McFury I need to press the record button and then just upload the clean show that doesn't have this disaster of a shit, because then I could salvage something. Alright, thanks for spending your time here. I'm not going to waste your time with this shit show. Go watch Tiny. I know that's where you guys really want to be, so go watch video games instead. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye! Did I not end the show note either?